Allow me first to say that all panels are serious. This one, however, is serious and essential. It is the core of our diplomatic activity for the last many years. By the turn of the 19th century, pre-independent Lebanon had already begun experiencing what we call the Great Migration Movement, which culminated with the arrival of the First World War. Almost every Lebanese family lost some of its members to this movement, and Lebanon became, due to the huge number of its undocumented citizens who live abroad, a country without borders. Lebanese immigrants, like most of you, have always been a part of Lebanon's social and patriotic life, to the point that our foreign ministry is called the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Immigrants. Lebanon never once forgot your grandfathers or fathers, and never forgot you. The determination to give the immigrants back their rights to Lebanese citizenship has always been a popular national drive in Lebanon for decades. Finally, and 2 years ago, the Lebanese parliament passed the new landmark law that makes it easier and more accessible for those descendants to recuperate their Lebanese citizenship. And please notice here that I use the word recuperate and not give. This law may be, given the circumstances that we live, the last seen chance for those of you who dream of being a part of what their fathers were. As Lebanese descendants, it is important to understand that Lebanese citizenship is not being offered to you as a gift, but as a right that you should justly claim and have. Lebanon is not looking to increase the number of its citizens. It is simply hoping, like a loving father, to have back his sons and daughters that were taken away from him. You belong to Lebanon, with or without citizenship. But with citizenship, Lebanon will belong to you. Today, in this panel, we will discuss this new law and what does it mean for you, along with what comes with it of benefits and incentives. To do so, we have compiled a distinguished panel of professionals and experienced panelists who will enrich our discussion and satisfy our curiosity. We have Mrs. Rola Musa, founder and managing partner at Netways. She is also the founder of the Diaspora ID project in Lebanon, of which she will kindly tell us about shortly. We have a diplomat from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Immigrants of Lebanon, Mr. Danny Berberi, who will talk about the law itself, the legalities of the law, and all what it entails. We have Mr. Milad Khouri, President of the Maronite Foundation in Brazil. We have Mr. Ayoub Safar Boueri, the Vice President of the Club Centro Lebanese in Mexico City. We have two dear friends who newly recuperated their Lebanese citizenship, and at a later time they will tell us about their experience. But first, I am pleased to call to the podium our keynote speaker, the Honorable Vice Governor of Lebanon's Central Bank, Dr. Mohammed Ba'asiri, who will talk about the financial incentives that newly Lebanese citizens can benefit from. Dr. Ba'asiri.
Thank you, Chair. I'm trying to read from a small prepared note and hope you excuse me for not speaking as fluent as you do, Mexicans. Muchas gracias por la invitación. Estoy muy feliz y agradecido de estar aquí con mis compatriotas libaneses. That's saying thank you for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you, Chair. Thanks to the panelists. Many thanks to the many thanks for the hospitality of our Mexican Lebanese brothers. I would like to pay a special tribute to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Gibran Basil. Where is the minister? Okay. His initiative, it's something which has been unprecedented in the history of Lebanon as far as I can remember. It's a beautiful initiative, and he's put a lot of passion in it, and it takes a passionate man to believe in the cause. It's an excellent cause that builds a crossover between Lebanon, the motherland of you, and the Lebanese diaspora itself. If the minister would like me to give him a new title other than being a minister, since this is an initiative which I cherish so much, I'm gonna call it the initiative of Gibran Basil Gibran. All right. You can laugh, but I mean it. You tell the minister that's what I said. I'm very happy to be among you diasporas, the Mexican diaspora of Mexicans of Lebanese descent or Lebanese origin. Okay, I myself trying to take this opportunity as well to do some research on my late grandfather who immigrated to Mexico in the 30s, died here, but we lost trace of him. More likely, I have some relatives here, like aunts, cousins, what have you. So it's a great opportunity for me to be among you and to tell you about what BDL or Banque de Liban can offer you as a diaspora to go and invest in Lebanon and to feel that you're at home again. First of all, I know that most of you are looking to find out what are the specifics of the incentives. But more importantly is to tell you that Banque de Liban, or the Central Bank of Lebanon, is committed to do whatever it takes to make this initiative a success. We will play our role to the fullest We're committed to it. We believe in it. It's a worthy cause for Lebanon to go forward with no hesitation. We'll do whatever it takes within the framework of the binding laws. So our commitment is unshattered, it's unequivocal, it's absolute. The Central Bank of Lebanon, in recent years, recent meaning some, like at least 15 years onward, okay, and as time passes by, we progress on our incentives. We look at ourselves as central bank in an untraditional framework. We always like to think outside the box. And why is it so? Because we take into account the special situation of Lebanon, especially the political situation. At times, we lived without a president for quite some time, for 2+ years. At times, we had no functioning government. At times, we had no functioning parliament. And therefore, we needed to step in. Although the duties of the Banque de Liban or the central bank are specified in the governing law, the Code of Money and Credit, Qanun Naqd wa Taslif. However, we go a little beyond that. Somebody has to fill in the void. A lot of times we're caught up in sort of a void or vacuum situation. So commitment is there, and that's what I would like to just to underscore. We are committed to help take off with this initiative, the Jubran Basil Jubran Initiative. We offer you, Lebanese immigrants, a set of incentives. Basically, if you can divide into two, the housing and the non-housing. We have allotted for 2018, that's next year, a total of $1 billion for the whole incentives. I mean, that's the whole BDL or Banque de Liban program for Lebanese in Lebanon, and part of the 1 billion goes to you as, diaspora or immigrants. Half of it will be in Lebanese pounds and half of it will be in dollars. So the equivalent of $500 million in Lebanese pounds and the remaining $500 million in US dollar. So the housing, called immigrants housing loans, is for you to build or purchase a house. It has to be your primary residence. And who qualifies for this loan? The loan is, of course, supported and subordinated by Banque de Liban. So the incentive is the interest rate and the maturity of the loan, which we'll cover in a minute. So you need to be an immigrant. Of course, it's very hard to define what an immigrant is. Sometimes it's very easy when you see somebody who's been here like first, second, third, fourth generation. That's easy. So, but anyway, so the spirit of the circular, which was issued like a month ago or so, okay, is a Lebanese national or those who apply to become naturalized or to become or to regain their Lebanese nationality, and those who have lived for a period of time, which is, it's in this circular. So you need to be a diaspora. That's the spirit. This is the heart of the Banque de Liban circular. The amount of the loan is up to the equivalent of $800,000. or 1.2 billion Lebanese pounds at the prevailing rate of the Lebanese pound foreign exchange in Lebanon. Okay, and so it's up to $800,000. Of course, you can buy a house up to $3 million, but the amount of the loan is $800,000, or it is $800,000. Okay, there's few conditions which are normal. So you cannot leverage the purchase through another loan from Lebanon. You can get a loan from Mexico if you like. I mean, if you're buying a house that's in excess of $800,000, or if you're buying a house for $1 million, you can put up equity from your own money, your own fund, for $200,000. And this amount, the $800,000, is subordinated 100% by Banque de Liban. Unlike Lebanese locals, so there are some voices in Lebanon, okay, they say, okay, well, we're at a disadvantage vis-a-vis the diaspora, because we subordinate, I think, 75% of the loan for local Lebanese. Here we're supporting 100% of the $800,000. Now the interest rate, I mean, you know, I've heard a lot of comments around people I met in the past couple of days. The 2%, they call the 2% circular, 2% loan. Well, I mean, the present circular, it is 2%. Okay. However, I need to be very transparent with you now. So I put an asterisk next to the 2%, which I cannot read it from a distance because I know what's in it, because I supervise the presentation here. Okay, because there is a very big chance, it's in the pipelines now as I speak to you, that the loan will be in dollars. And why is it in dollars? First of all, you're earning non-Lebanese pounds, so you're earning foreign currency, peso, riyals, whatever, or dollars. So it will be in US dollars, foreign currency, and that's the reason being is a monetary reason that has to do with us too. It's monetary reason. So that's the amount will be part of the $500 million in US dollars. Okay, so the loan will be tied to the FFR, or the federal deposit rate, okay, which is a percentage of it. Now, the existing housing loan, the interest rate on the existing housing loans for now, that's on the non-immigrants, that's for local Lebanese, is around 3.9%. If I take the 2% plus a fraction of the FFR, which is the Fed rate, which is one and a quarter now, so fraction of it, so the interest rate will be, that's my estimate, around 2.5%, 2.6%. Okay. Presently, the circuit talks about 2%, but there's a big chance that this thing will change because of the dollar versus the Lebanese pound. But it's still very favorable vis-a-vis the international interest rate on housing, the mortgage rates, and also in the Lebanese local market, which is around 4% through 3.9% for local Lebanese. The repayment period is 30 years, that's a long term, okay, including the grace period. So if you're building a house and you need some time, so there's a grace period of 4 years after the granting of the loan date. And of course, the house is, you know, collateralized to the lending bank. Some limits, I mean, and that applies to locals as well, that the house may not be sold before 7 years unless there's a very good reason. So, and in order to prevent any kind of speculation. You may replace the house in case of something which I call force majeure. You could not register it, or for whatever reason you might have there. For the non-housing loans, that's very interesting as well. That's basically for investment purposes, be it in the environment, in the infrastructure, in a business, what have you. Okay? So the loans, as I said, are not used for consumption purposes or to finance real estate development projects, etc., or to provide for working capital. This is just for investment purposes. The loan amount may not exceed the sum of or the equivalent of $15 million, and the interest rate is the same as that of the interest on the housing loans. This is about the basic incentives of the Banque du Liban financial incentives. Apart from the incentives, what can Banque du Liban offer you? We stand ready, okay, to tell you with full honesty and full transparency that whatever money, I'm talking here about deposits and the like, you can never beat the return that you get in Lebanon compared with a similar situation country. In the past 30 years, we went through some turbulences, especially in the early 90s, in terms of the foreign exchange fluctuation and the some troubled banks. Well, I can tell you for sure that not a single depositor lost a single piastre or penny. The central bank made sure that depositors are well protected, well protected. We have good laws in place and we have good vehicles in place. We have the merger laws that deal with troubled banks, and we give incentives for acquiring banks, and we make sure that your money, your deposit is at no risk, none whatsoever. And this is a guarantee based on our experience. So we offer you strong banking sector. We offer you excellent regulatory environment whereby you as an investor, I'm talking here about financial, banks, deposits, treasury bills, what have you, okay? You're at no risk at all. You're getting a good return and your risk is minimal. There's no loss for you as a depositor. You may look at other investments like buying treasuries, euro bonds, what have you. Just a little briefing on the kind of investment that are out there in Lebanon. We have the undervalued assets, be it in real estate properties, tourism, and the like. Oil and gas, we talk about it, one of the panels touch base on discuss the oil and gas. There is the CIP, which is the investment program. Hopefully this will take off within, when things cool down. There's an ambitious plan for Lebanon to invest the total of, and the minister should correct me if I'm wrong, the total of $16 billion that you may partake in it. That involves the roads, transportation, infrastructure, water, dams, and a lot of things. It's a very ambitious plan to be spread over a period of 8 to 10 years. That's what I learned from talking to people there. And of course, you may also participate in any PPP, that's the partnership between private and public sector, as well as the privatization that may take place anytime from this year or next year. In conclusion, allow me to say that BDL, Banque du Liban, the central bank, is committed to the process. Banque du Liban is ready to listen and be accommodative. We're no perfect people. We write circulars based on what we know. But it's very important to have the feedback mechanism. It's a two-way street between you guys and us. the good thing about us, we remain to be open-minded. We'll listen to you. You may educate us on your needs, and we'll try to work out a solution for you in order to help this process take off, okay? And be in communication with us. This is very, very important. It is very important, Mr. Minister, and I'm sure you're doing it, and you don't need my take in it, but I've always argued that our embassies are the key players in selling Lebanon. You know, I mean, I was a diaspora myself. I lived outside Lebanon for so many years, till a time where there was a call of duty for me to go back. And I did, and I don't regret going back. But I remember at the point of time, in my children's school, we had sort of an international affair. I couldn't find a poster at the Lebanese embassy in Washington. That's old news. But the point is, our embassies should work on our behalf as really introducing Lebanon the way we would like to see Lebanon is, and take a very proactive role in reaching out to the communities and to the diaspora. This is very, very important. And you know, as I said, it's a two-way street. Also, you as diaspora, you need also to be proactive. If you're interested, I think you should be interested in investing or having, you know, a foothold in Lebanon. I've heard during the past couple of days, talking to people from the diaspora, that there are issues. Some of the issues concern regulatory issues, as, for example, the 2%, which we call the 2% housing loan. Some of the people have raised interesting questions for me, and they're right about it. I said, there are banks in Lebanon may not be interested in this program. It's true, because after all, they are commercial banks. We cannot dictate on commercial banks what to do. It's their call. But other banks will do it. So for you not to waste any time to go shopping, which bank do it, which bank doesn't do it, and I always suggest maybe Connect Lebanon, which should be more exposed to people because people don't know much about it, is also to connect with the banks, to have a list of banks that are participating in that program. So instead of you going to Lebanon shopping around which bank will do it, which bank will not do it, and waste time, okay? So if you click on Connect Lebanon, maybe the section on banks, that banks are participating in this program. So this is a suggestion to the minister. There's another issue which I heard during the past couple of days, today and yesterday, involves transfer issues. Some people told me, I don't know, I'm not sure if, you know, I don't know the story, but I'm not surprised to hear it. That quite often there are issues in you transferring money to Lebanon. Normal transfers, money transfers. If this happens, I can't think of any good reason except one, really. Because Lebanon, if you look at the website of Treasury, the US Treasury, you go to the OFAC, you have a list of countries where parties of in the country are listed, but doesn't mean the country is sanctioned. There may be parties or groups of people in a particular country that are designated under, let's say Lebanon, you have groups that are designated. Doesn't mean the country is designated. Doesn't mean that Lebanon is sanctioned. Lebanon is not sanctioned. Lebanon meets all the international standards as set out by the FATF, which is the Financial Action Task Force, which is part of the OECD based in Paris. So Lebanon, in terms of compliance standards, in terms of anti-money laundering, in terms of countering terrorist financing, is practically fully compliant with all international standards. But we will not stop here. What I plan to do is to talk to the governor, talk to my colleagues, and if this is a serious issue on your part, we will make an effort to meet with our counterparts to explain exactly what the situation is. We will come to Mexico. We'll go to Brazil. Already we have excellent contacts with the U.S. Treasury in the United States. We'll go whatever country, either go there, invite him over to Lebanon, or meet at certain conferences in order to ease things up on you. This is my take, and thank you so much for listening. I'm willing to take any questions if there are any questions. Mr. Chair, can you give me time to...
Actually, first, thank you so much for the informative speech. But we were hoping that you will stay with us because we will be opening the floor for some questions and answer. And as we do that, I actually do find it in a place that people would ask some questions regarding the Lebanese lucrative banking system, which you kindly mentioned, that I do regard, and everybody does share with me the idea that it's very lucrative and concrete incentive for reacquiring the Lebanese citizenship. So thank you so much, Dr. Basiri.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll move to another issue, which is actually something new that Mrs. Rula Musa here, the founder and managing partner at Netways, will talk about. That will be very helpful for all of us to reconnect and be able to benefit from this new way of communicating with Lebanon and the diaspora. Mrs. Musa.
Good afternoon. Thank you, your ambassador. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Minister Gibran Bassil, for supporting innovation in Lebanon. And I want today to brief you about a new platform called Diaspora ID. It's a platform to connect Lebanese diaspora wherever they are in the world. It was developed using a CSR fund from the company that I have founded called Netways. Our company is specialized in digital transformation and e-government solutions in the Middle East. We were thinking about, as a private sector, about a way to help and support Lebanon in its endeavor to reach its diaspora. And we invested in a study that assesses the needs of the diaspora, in terms of connectivity, in terms of development and investment. And upon the results of this study, we developed a platform, a digital platform, that answers exactly the requirements. So the results of the study were as follows. The diaspora wanted to connect back to the country emotionally. They wanted to get to know about their roots, where did they come from, their ancestors. So in order to do this, we did a mapping of Lebanon, total mapping, that covers the mapping of all its villages. So now we have on the platform the digital villages of Lebanon. So once you register, the first question the platform asks you is, where do you originate from Lebanon? And you choose the village, and you get automatically connected to the village, to its inhabitants, to the mayor, to the mukhtars, and you can ask them digitally with a simple press of a button about everything you need in terms of processes with the municipality, or with maybe talking to the mukhtar about your roots, about an old house you have, or your belongings in the village. So this has been done for all the villages in Lebanon. This was a massive exercise, but today it's available as soon as you register on the platform. To enter the platform, it's very simple. You have to do www.diasporaid.com. Why we chose the name Diaspora ID? Because ID stands for the identity or the nationality, It's a digital identity of all of us Lebanese, wherever we are in the world. And I stands as well for investment, D stands for development. So when we thought about building this platform, we wanted it to be a win-win situation. We didn't think of it as, again, a way for the diaspora to give back to Lebanon. We wanted it to be as a global platform for Lebanon where diaspora can engage with diaspora. We call this engagement D2D. Or diaspora can engage with Lebanon. We call this D2L. And Lebanon can engage with the diaspora L2D. So all possible engagements were predicted and illustrated in this platform. Also, we wanted to give the opportunity to the diaspora to register their businesses and create a global business directory where every person can, or an owner, a business owner, can register his business. And once they are on the platform offers business growth based on access to capital or access to expertise or access to markets, because we wanted to create a program where all the diaspora can engage with the diaspora and create opportunities across the globe. So basically, the platform has three engagements. The first one is we connect the diaspora on the platform globally. Second, we enable them with tools to collaborate digitally and create opportunities. And then we help catalyze all these business engagements in a fast manner. So basically, I will ask to play the video to show you a bit about the platform. And I invite you to register on www.diasporaid.com as soon as you check the video. Thank you.
This is the story of the people of a small but proud nation. Visionaries by nature, their ambitions and dreams carried them to the four corners of the earth. Anywhere their vision would take them, they would go, until the world itself became their second homeland, and they became the global ambassadors of achievement and prosperity. A caring people at heart, they strived to support one another as no distance could overcome their sense of belonging or stop them from imagining a bright future for their nation, for their homeland was always at the heart of their identity, even when reality left many of those dreams unrealized. But now the time has come to realize their glorious vision as we ignite a real digital revolution to activate the vast potential of our global citizenship. Imagine a worldwide intelligent network built on cutting-edge technology and trust. Imagine connecting every Lebanese to their birthplace, bringing people and communities together, and harnessing patriotic pride as fuel for progress. Imagine a global nation collaborating together to turn idle capacities into mutual benefit and limitless capital. Imagine an artificial intelligence that gives businesses access to global markets and funding, matching them with the right expertise to grow and prosper. A platform that connects all the elements needed to catalyze innovation. Welcome to our new identity. Welcome to Diaspora ID. Lebanon, globally.
I also have an announcement to make today. When we started Diaspora ID, we started in August 2017, so this is a new platform, and we started in English. Basically, today we're announcing that the platform is fully available in Spanish, and we did it specially for you because we believe that Lebanon should be coming to you wherever you are in the world. And the next steps will be to have it in Portuguese in a couple of weeks for our Brazilian also friends and parents. So basically, we encourage you today to visit it and register in Spanish. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mrs. Musa. Thanks for the informative remarks. We do believe that the legality of the process of the reacquisition of the Lebanese citizenship could be sometimes thorny and sometimes to some people complicated, though we see it completely different. To clarify this issue, we have with us our colleague from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Beirut, Mr. Danny Berberi, who will try to enlighten us on the legal procedures and the incentives of the nationality program. Danny?
Thank you, Ambassador Sayyah. استعادة الجنسية اللبنانية بال 2015 كان عمل كتير مهم للمجلس النيابي، وصدر القانون رقم 41 اللي بموجبه مثل ما تفضل السفير صياح بأول المداخلة، اللي بموجبه كل شخص متحدر من أصل لبناني بيستعيد جنسيته، بالتالي القانون بيعيد الجنسية وما بيعطيها. كل متحدر من أصل لبناني بيكون اسمه مدرج على سجلات ال 21 وال 24 مقيمين ومهاجرين، وسجل 32 مهاجرين الموجودين لدى المديرية العامة للأحوال الشخصية هو أهل لا يقدر يستعيد جنسيته اللبنانية. شو مفروض يعمل صاحب العلاقة كرمال يستعيد جنسيته اللبنانية؟ بالواقع ووفق القانون بيقدر إما مباشرة يطلبها من وزارة الداخلية والبلديات، تحديداً المديرية العامة للأحوال الشخصية، وإما من خلال وزارة الخارجية والمغتربين من خلال وبواسطة البعثات اللبنانية بالخارج اللي هي بتتواصل مع وزارة الداخلية لحتى تستجيب لطلبه. طيب، هيدا القانون بيفرض إجراءات معينة رح جرب أعرضها بطريقة جداً سلسة وجداً سريعة. المديرية العامة للأحوال الشخصية بوزارة الداخلية مع شهرين لحتى ترفع الملف الأولي للمديرية العامة للأمن العام. المديرية العامة للأمن العام عليها موجب بمهلة 4 أشهر إنه تقدر تعمل تحقيقاتها. تحقيقاتها بتكون موجهة وفق أسئلة معينة، تسأل مثلاً عن الأقارب المعقول يبينوا، عن الجيران، بيكون في أسئلة معينة، يعني منا مفتوحة للأمن العام إنه يقدر يستنسب من عنده. بيرجع الملف بيروح تحديداً للمديرية العامة للأحوال الشخصية اللي بترفعه هي للجنة. هيدي اللجنة مؤلفة من قاضي ومن مدير عام من مدير عام المغتربين، وبالإضافة إلى مدير عام الأحوال الشخصية اللي هي بتطلع وبتعطي قرار بهيدا الموضوع. هيدا القرار بيرفع إلى وزير الداخلية خلال مهلة 3 أشهر من إحالته إلى وزارة الداخلية. بعدين بيرجع بيصير إنه بيرجع إذا مش الحال وكل القانون تم تلبية جميع الشروط، بيقدر يصدر بمرسوم بناء على اقتراح وزير الداخلية. بالواقع يمكن اللي بيشوف القانون بيلاقيه قانون صعب جدا وقانون ما ممكن ينفهم، ومثل معادلة كتير صعبة ماتيماتيكية ما في الواحد يفهمها. من هيك عمدت وزارة الخارجية والمغتربين ضمن الحملة اللي عملتها، حملة جنسيتك هويتك جنسيتك وطنك، إلى إطلاق حملة لربط اللبنانيين ببعضهم البعض. تم الترويج والتشجيع على اكتساب الجنسية عبر مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي من لينكد إن لفيسبوك، كما أنه صار في توزيع فلايرز على الميدل إيست، وكذلك الأمر انعمل فيديو بيشجع وبيبسط آلية استعادة الجنسية. الموقع الأهم اللي صدر بالتعاون مع شركة أندفكو هو موقع www.libanity.gov.lb. هيدا الموقع جدا بسيط، بالتالي على كل شخص متحدر من أصل لبناني بده يستعيد جنسيته إنه يفوت على موقع libanity.gov.lb. كل شخص بيفوت على هيدا الموقع بيلاقي شيء بالستاب 1 اسمه eligibility form. ساعتها هونيك بيطلبوا منه يحط كل الدوكيومنتس المعقولة تأكد إنه هو متحدر من أصل لبناني، وهيدا الشيء بيساعد وبيسرع عملية استعادة الجنسية. بيعمل ابلود للدوكيومنتس كمان على الموقع. هيدا الطلب يرسل مباشرة وبصورة تلقائية إلى البعث اللي بيكون ساكن بنطاق مقدم الطلب. هون ساعتها بيصير في عمل مشترك بين وزارة الخارجية والمغتربين ومديرية العامة للأحوال الشخصية لحتى يقدروا يشوفوا إذا في عنده إذا موجود اسم أصوله على السجلات يعني سجلات الأحوال الشخصية. هيدا هو الشكل تبع صفحة lebanese.gov.lb. والستبس هن أول شيء الeligibility، ثاني شيء بيعبي الابليكيشنز الموجودين، بيقدر بكل مرحلة يتلقى صاحب العلاقة بيتلقى ايميل بيقول ملفه وين صار، وساعتها بيسهل له شو القصص الناقصة لحتى يقدر يستكمل ملفه. بهمنا نقول انه الحملة هي مجانية والإجراء جدا بسيط وبيساعد كل متحضر انه يستعيد جنسيته بسهولة. كتير مهم نركز بهيدي النقطة انه قانون استعادة الجنسية مرتبط بمهلة زمنية، بالتالي على كل شخص متحضر من أصل لبناني ما يترك المهلة تسقط. المهلة بلشت بال2015 وبتسقط بال2025، فرجاء كل شخص يعجل وما يأجل هيدي الشغلة. وزارة الخارجية والمغتربين اعتمدت بوليسي اسمها knock on your door. شو يعني؟ يعني انه نحن كدبلوماسيين من واجبنا نحن نلحق كل شخص متحضر من اصل لبناني لنقول له رجع استرجع جنسيتك. اذا استرجعت جنسيتك الافاده متبادله، صحيح انه لبناني بيكسبك وبيكسب هويتك وجنسيتك اللبنانيه، لكن بالمقابل في حوافز انت بتكسبها من الجنسيه اللبنانيه. ما بيتوجب عليك وفق القانون اللبناني تتخلى عن جنسيتك الاخرى. تستفيد من قانون السرية المصرفية للعام 1956. معدلات الضريبة منخفضة على الأرباح وعلى شركات الدخل، بالتالي هيدا حافز اقتصادي. أكيد الحافز الأهم تفضل فيه الدكتور أبو عصيري بأول الحلقة. كذلك في حرية انتقال رؤوس الأموال من لبنان إلى باقي الدول. كمان بيستفيد اللي بيستعيد جنسيته من تقديمات وحوافز مصرف لبنان والقروض المخصصة للبنانيين والمغتربين بمجالات الزراعة، التكنولوجيا، المعلومات وغيرها. والحقوق السياسية من خلال حق الترشح للانتخابات أو حق الانتخاب خصوصاً على ضوء القانون الجديد. والحقوق المالية والإدارية من حق التملك دون شروط بالإضافة إلى حق التوارث. والحقوق القنصلية المتعددة. آخر شيء بدي قبل ما أختم وأقول إنه كل شخص عنده بيقدر يستعيد جنسيته اللبنانية ما يقصر. الجنسية اللبنانية هويتك، لازم نترجم كل واحد هالهوية بهوية لبنانية. بخلال هيدول اليومين اللي كنت موجود فيها وقدرت أتحدث يمكن مع أكثر من 10 أشخاص، كل شخص كان يسأل عن الجنسية أطرح عليه جربت تستعيد جنسيتك اللبنانية؟ كان الجواب انه عم بفكر ناطر المناسبة لحتى يقدر يتقدم. فرجاء كل شخص بتقدر صورته تكون موجودة على الهوية اللبنانية ما يتوانى ابدا على انه يطلب استرجاع جنسيته اللبنانية. وشكرا لكم.
Thank you, Mr. Berberi. Bueno, ahora nos tenemos un amigo bien distinguido, señor Ayub Safar Buere, el vicepresidente del Club Centro Libanés en la Ciudad de México, que va a hablar con nosotros sobre la verdad, la ayuda que puede el Club Centro Libanés ofrecer en nuestra campaña de recuperación de la ciudadanía libanesa. Señor Berberi.
Muchas gracias, señor embajador. Señor ministro Gibran Besil, es un honor tenerlo aquí, al igual que muchos de expresidentes que están del Consejo Directivo del Centro Libanés. Contamos con todo el Comité Ejecutivo del Centro Libanés, muchos expresidentes que hoy nos acompañan en este en esta segunda diáspora regional. Tuve el honor de estar en la primera en el año 2015 en Beirut con muchos de mis compañeros del Consejo, donde la verdad se siente este gran esfuerzo que encabeza el señor ministro. Muchas felicidades por esta gran iniciativa, señor ministro. De igual manera, quisiera agradecer a nuestro anfitrión, el señor José Chapur, por recibirnos aquí en estas maravillosas instalaciones. Así como muchos de nuestros paisanos que vienen de todas partes de la República a este maravilloso evento. A mí me gustaría iniciar esta intervención mencionando un poco de historia. En 1957 se juntaron un grupo de libaneses, mexicanos libaneses, para vieron la gran necesidad que había de crear el Centro Libanés. Pocos años después, el 22 de noviembre de 1962, este sueño se hizo realidad y se escogió precisamente la fecha del 22 de noviembre para que así también se pudiese conmemorar la independencia del Líbano. Siempre vinculados con el libanismo, siempre motivados con el libanismo. En Centro Libanés, desde hace 55 años a la fecha, se han tomado diferentes iniciativas, asociaciones y todo en pro del libanismo en nuestro país. También tenemos el grupo de Jomali, que tiene muchos años haciéndose muchos esfuerzos para que nuestra juventud libanesa se una, y en diferentes ciudades de nuestro país, año con año se organiza eventos de esta juventud para que así puedan interactuar todos los jóvenes del país en un solo recinto. La ciudad de Mérida no ha sido la excepción. Desde hace muchos años ha recibido a nuestros jóvenes en estos maravillosos eventos, donde muchos de ellos se han casado en estos eventos tan maravillosos. Y bueno, les comento todo esto porque es muy importante que todos sepan que tenemos el pro del libanismo en nuestro país. También me gustaría recordar que apenas hace unos pocos años la legislación de México ha cambiado, porque antiguamente no era posible tener dos nacionalidades. Incluso los que, como en mi caso, mi madre nació en el Líbano, tuvimos que renunciar a la nacionalidad libanesa para poder obtener la nacionalidad mexicana siendo nacidos en México. Cuando cumplíamos 18 años teníamos que tener por obligación esa situación tan ambigua para nosotros nacidos aquí en México. Afortunadamente esto ha cambiado, es una iniciativa que desde el presidente Carlos Salinas de Gortari cambió. Hoy en México tenemos el derecho, los mexicanos, de tener doble nacionalidad y bueno, pues nosotros nos hemos sumado a este gran esfuerzo que está haciendo el gobierno libanés a través de su ministro de Relaciones Exteriores para llevar a cabo este registro libanés y además poderse tener esta nacionalidad libanesa. Nosotros en Centro Libanés hoy contamos con más de 13,000 socios activos en las dos unidades, tenemos más de 500 empleados, tenemos actividades deportivas, es el centro de reunión de nuestra colectividad más importante que tenemos en el país. Desde esta plataforma tenemos grandes lazos con todas las entidades que tienen clubs en el interior del país y tenemos un gran lazo de amistad y cariño siempre en pro del libanismo en México. Además, estamos seguros que esta iniciativa tendrá muy buenos resultados y desde la plataforma de Centro Libanés pueden contar con el apoyo para la difusión del registro libanés a través de Centro Libanés. Muchas gracias, a sus órdenes.
Gracias, señor Bueri. yo creo que todos aquí concordamos con usted y reconocemos el papel de nuestra comunidad mexicana libanesa jugó en fortalecer en la aproximación más entre el Líbano y México. Entonces, para todos nuestros hermanos mexicanos, nuestros agradecimientos. Bueno, ahora temos un amigo do Brasil, o senhor Meletcuri, que ele é o fundador e presidente da Fundação Cristã Libanesa em Brasil. O senhor Curi vai falar do trabalho dessa Fundação Cristã Libanesa. Senhor Curi, por favor.
Muito boa tarde a todos. Gostaria de agradecer, em primeiro, ao nosso ministro Gibran Bassil pela oportunidade de proporcionar sempre os nossos encontros nesse congresso LDI, que tem dado muito certo, e reforço muito a nossa participação nesse projeto para continuar a existência dele, tanto na América Latina, América do Norte e do Líbano. Estaremos sempre juntos. Essa é a minha primeira vez aqui no México. Porém, esse país tem bastante carinho por ele e tenho grande admiração por esse grande país que acolheu milhares de libaneses ao longo dos 140 anos, igual assim como o Brasil, e acolheu também a família do meu avô, que chegou aqui na cidade de México, uma cidade chamada Mérida, no começo do século XX. Trabalhou com minha avó e residiu por quase 3 décadas aqui na cidade de Mérida. Começou a trabalhar como mascote, vendendo roupas, depois teve sua primeira loja e constituiu a sua família, onde nasceu meu pai. Então, por isso me sinto com muito orgulho que também sou um cidadão mexicano. Eu falo em nome da Fundação Cristã da Diáspora Libanesa no Brasil, que é uma filial da Fundação Maronita do Mundo do Líbano, constituída na cidade de São Paulo há 3 anos e presta serviço para a comunidade libanesa, brasileira, que tem descendência de libaneses, no processo de registro civil e no processo da recuperação da cidadania libanesa. Fazemos um trabalho coordenado entre o cidadão e a embaixada em Brasília e os nossos consulados também. Facilitamos o processo para o cidadão que gostaria de requerer a cidadania libanesa. Há 3 anos, o número de registros de nascimentos e falecimentos e outras coisas passaram de 400 registros para 800 registros agora nesse ano, em 2017. Um número bastante significativo, porém não é tão significativo assim pela quantidade de libaneses que moram no Brasil e descendentes de libaneses. Se contamos com 7, 8 milhões de libaneses que moram e descendentes que moram no Brasil, então é um número pequeno ainda, mas porém estamos trabalhando para isso. Sabemos que a imigração libanesa no Brasil, uma das mais antigas do mundo, que tem aproximadamente 140 anos, isso se torna um processo um pouco mais difícil, um pouco mais complicado, mas porém quando se trata também de uma pessoa que tem segunda ou terceira ou quarta geração e às vezes ele não tem mais contato nenhum com os laços dele do Líbano. Aí entra o trabalho da fundação. Entra outro trabalho, outro tipo de trabalho da fundação que nós estamos trabalhando no Brasil, construindo pontes. Construindo pontes entre o Ocidente e o país mãe, o Líbano. Construindo pontes e quebrando barreiras, seja no lado econômico, ou seja no lado cultural, ou seja no lado de turismo, que nos últimos anos, o ano passado, tivemos um sucesso de levar 3 televisões, programas de TVs brasileiras. Isso fizemos junto com o nosso consulado geral do Líbano em São Paulo, com meu amigo, grande amigo, Cabalan Frangi, cônsul-geral do Líbano e agora embaixador. Realizamos viagem de 3 programas de TV que falam especialmente sobre viagem e países que é para ser visitado. E o Líbano foi o destino escolhido. E assim a gente conseguiu passar para os libaneses que moram no Brasil, que nasceram no Brasil, que nunca estiveram lá, um pouquinho da história do Líbano, um pouquinho da tradição do Líbano. Assim a gente consegue passar mais a vontade de registrar e de se aplicar na cidadania libanesa. Eu sei que é muito importante a gente viajar para o Líbano, amar o Líbano, visitar o Líbano uma vez por ano, sei lá, cada vez. Mas o mais importante é da gente registrar os nossos filhos como libaneses, tirar o passaporte libanês e viajar com o passaporte libanês. Assim nós mostramos que nós somos verdadeiros libaneses. O que não tem passaporte libanês, que ele busque, não é? O passaporte libanês tem muitos benefícios. Quando alguém me pergunta o que eu ganho tendo um passaporte libanês, a primeira coisa que eu falo para ele: você ganha um carimbo da sua originalidade. Ninguém pode negar sua originalidade. Quem nega sua originalidade não tem origem. E outras também que a cidadania libanesa proporciona ao cidadão, que você nunca vai sentir que você é um estrangeiro dentro do Líbano. Vai se sentir como estrangeiro em outros países, mas sempre vai estar o Líbano com os braços abertos para você e sempre bem-vindo. Por final, vamos continuar lutando pelo Líbano e vamos tentar preservá-lo do jeito que ele é. Um país da democracia, um país que tem bastante diversidade religiosa e bom convívio social entre todas elas. Muito obrigado.
Obrigado, Sr. Huri, por fazer uso da palavra. Agora, antes de cerrar, e antes que empezamos con las cuestiones, las preguntas y respuestas, nos tenemos 2 amigos que recientemente recuperaron la ciudadanía libanesa. Nos tenemos señor Diego Curi Haddad de México. Nos tenemos también señor Alejandro Barada de Argentina. Bienvenidos. Los 2 yo creo que respectivamente ya recuperaron la ciudadanía libanesa de 6 meses y un mes. Entonces vamos a empezar con el señor Adnan, por favor.
Hola, buenas tardes. Bueno, antes que nada, muchas gracias, señor embajador, gracias por permitirme estos momentos. Quiero hacer un reconocimiento especial a mi hermano Ricardo, que estaba programado para dar este testimonio, pero no pudo asistir. Pero el reconocimiento es especialmente porque gracias a él fue que yo me hice el trámite para recuperar mi nacionalidad libanesa. Me gusta mucho el término recuperar porque, bueno, a pesar de que yo soy tercera y cuarta generación de ascendencia, pues siempre me he sentido libanés, ¿no? Siempre digamos, disfrutado todas las tradiciones, historias y todo lo que mi familia me ha presentado y permitido vivir de Líbano. Y pues ahora orgullosamente puedo decir que también soy libanés. Mis hijos, mis dos hijos ahora son libaneses también porque los incluí en el trámite, y todo esto que vieron, que mencionaron del trámite, creo que es mucho más sencillo que eso, ¿no? Acérquense a la embajada, promuévanlo, háganlo, platíquenlo y no se pregunten cuál es el beneficio de tener un pasaporte libanés, porque realmente, como mencionaron, pues tener un pasaporte libanés es recuperar esta identidad que nuestras familias nos han ido heredando y presentando, y pues realmente estoy muy contento de haberlo hecho y agradezco mucho este momento para compartirlo con ustedes.
Qué bueno, felicidades. Señor Haddad, usted era el primero de la familia, ¿no? Que recuperó la ciudadanía libanesa.
Lo hicimos todos mis hermanos y yo, ¿no? A iniciativa de Ricardo, mi hermano mayor, que fue el que realmente lo promovió en la familia, ¿no? Entonces lo hicimos al mismo tiempo.
Felicidades, bienvenido al Líbano.
Muchas gracias.
Señor Alejandro, por favor.
Hola, buenas tardes. También gracias al ministro Gerán Basil, gracias al embajador Antonio Andari, que han hecho muchísimo con ayudarnos a nosotros en Argentina. Con la ley anterior a esta, hemos procurado muchas veces tener la nacionalidad en su momento. Mi abuelo es libanés, mi tío es libanés, mis primos son libaneses, solo mi padre, mis hermanos y yo no éramos libaneses, nadie más. Pero el resto todos libaneses. Y con la ley anterior no podíamos constantemente obtener la nacionalidad. Y justo hace 2 años, cuando sale la nueva ley, justo 2 años exactamente, es que presentamos los papeles y cambió todo. Hoy sí se obtuvieron los papeles realmente rápido, el sistema es realmente bueno. Hoy, como dice Jori, quien no tenga pasaporte que lo busque, es simple y todos deberían sentirse así. Yo me siento como en casa. I feel like home, Minister. This is my place. I am Lebanese, finally. So, thank you, everybody. Los insto a todos los americanos a que se comuniquen con las embajadas y que busquen sus pasaportes, porque básicamente es el regreso a casa, nada más que eso. Lo que estamos haciendo es volver a casa con esto. Esto es un grupo de amigos y esta es nuestra nación y es nuestro hogar, nada más.
Pues felicidades. Felicidades para nosotros también. Espero que en los próximos meses nos vamos a tener más testimonios de nuestros amigos de todo el mundo, la verdad, de todo el mundo, que puedan recuperar la ciudadanía libanesa y hacen parte de la comunidad libanesa internacional. En fin, aquí en México, me recuerdo a mi amigo Antonio Trabulsi que empezó muchos años atrás con la canción Tú eres parte de mí. Entonces, siempre pensamos en nuestra comunidad que parte de nosotros en Líbano. Felicidades, bienvenidos.
Recuerdo de las historias contadas por mi abuelo sobre el Líbano durante el verano. Días soleados, reuniones familiares durante las noches, cantando, riendo. Si es descendiente de libanés y vive en cualquier parte del mundo, ahora puede reclamar su nacionalidad a través del nuevo programa de nacionalidad libanesa. Este programa es una campaña del Ministerio de las Relaciones Exteriores y de los emigrados que le ayuda a encontrar su historia y reclamar su nacionalidad libanesa. A través de una plataforma en línea, podrá verificar las condiciones para recuperar la nacionalidad libanesa. Solicite en línea y conéctese con la misión diplomática libanesa más cercana. Una vez que su solicitud ha sido presentada, podrá seguirla a través de una aplicación móvil. Mientras tanto, las entidades oficiales pertinentes en el Líbano revisarán su solicitud, buscarán sus ascendientes en los registros y trabajarán para concederle su nacionalidad. En cada etapa del proceso, será notificado del estado de su pedido. Trabajando juntos para ayudarlos a conectarse con la tierra de sus antepasados y preservar su herencia.
We will, with your indulgence, we'll take a few moments now, or a few minutes actually, for questions and answers in case someone has some questions. Please.
Hello, I'm Jose Neif. I asked to recoup my nationality a year ago, and nothing has happened. To whom I have to talk?
I refer your question to our colleague.
إذا سمعت مظبوط، مع مين بتتواصل لاستعادة الجنسية؟ نعم. قدم ورقه؟ نعم. إذا قدمت ورقك مفروض يكون يعني تتبعها مع أقرب بعثة دبلوماسية موجودة بالمكان اللي أنت موجود فيه. هن ساعتها بيرشدوك على الطريق المضبوط. وكذلك الامر اذا بعد منك مقدم او بعد ناقص شيء، في الابلكيشن وفي الويب سايت www.libano.gov.lb اللي بيرشدك على جميع المراحل كرمال تقدر تستعيد جنسيتك. وحتى المراحل موجوده في 4 مراحل كثير مفصله على السايت، فبدعيك باي تكه تفتح على الموبايل على السايت وكله بيكون واضح. واكيد القنصليه او السفاره الاقرب لمكان اقامتك هي اللي بتساعدك بهذا الشيء.
Any more questions? No? Okay. Well, I would like first to thank our keynote speaker, thank our panelists for the precious time and for the informative discussion. I would like to thank His Excellency, our Minister of Foreign Affairs, for his initiative. And I'd like to assure everybody that for the last few years, our diplomatic missions have been working around the clock, thanks to the new command that we have. And we do certainly hope that we will satisfy every need of our Lebanese citizens, whether in Lebanon or in the diaspora. You've been a great audience. Thank you very much. Have a good day.